Hi, friends. Today's word is entitled Change the Atmosphere. And I wanted to start off by sharing a rather humorous story at my husband's expense. Again, sorry, honey, I love you. He's not here to defend himself, so I have free reign. um, anyway, this is going back a number of years ago, not long after we were married, and we were attending a leaders meeting. There were about, I guess, 30 other leaders from the church that we were attending at the time, all gathered in one room. Um, and it was a time of learning. We were being taught some fundamentals and a time of prayer and everything. And so at one point, my husband, Kevin, was sharing something, and he slipped a curse word into what he was saying, sharing with the group. But in his defense, the word that he said was not a curse word in Ireland. It was not considered a curse word in Ireland. But here, especially among a group of church leaders, it's a word you didn't say. So anyway, he just, bleh, there it went. And I put a death grip on his leg, and everybody in the room just kind of like fell silent and was looking at each other like, how do we react, you know? And then my husband starts looking around the room and picking up the vibes, and he goes, I think I just said something I should not have said. Well, the room just busted out laughing. It was hysterical. And so then that eased the tension, and he continued on with his story after he apologized. But later on, as we were closing the meeting, the pastor asked someone to close in prayer. And one of our friends butted in and said, well, it's a good thing you didn't ask that foul-mouthed Kevin to pray. It was just hysterical. But that one little word that he uttered completely changed the entire atmosphere of the room and the meeting. And so that is the basis that I come to you with this word today. It is about our words and how important they are. Scripture has a lot to say about our words. I'm just going to read you just a few verses that pertain to this. Proverbs 25:11, a timely word in its season is like apples of silver in settings, apples of gold, in settings of silver. Psalm 34:13, keep your tongue from evil. Proverbs 12:18, the tongue of the wise brings healing. Proverbs 15 verse 4, the soothing tongue is a tree of life. Isaiah 50 verse 4, the Lord has given me the tongue of those who are taught, that I may know how to sustain with a word him who is weary. Proverbs 18:21, life and death are in the power of the tongue. And I believe the Lord would encourage you today. My child, choose to speak life. I've called you to be my hands and my feet, to go and to serve others in my name and for my glory. Your words are just another way that I desire to use you in the lives of those you encounter. Use your tongue to speak life to them, to bring a word of encouragement to the downhearted, to heal the heart that's been wounded, to speak words of comfort to those who grieve, to build one another up, to strengthen the faith of those who are struggling with doubt. Look for opportunities this day to speak life, hope, healing, and faith to others. Go and change the atmosphere.